the wildest show. I know you like the sound of it. I know you love the style of it. Now sit back, here comes the riding show. All I gotta say is I love the word bitch. Remember me still hating on Nintendo shit? 3 years later, Uncharted shits on Gears of War. Now I don't gotta say I hate it no more. Same review who loves to say son of a bitch became a YouTube star, still don't own a car. You want a review, you don't gotta look far. Prove once again these sites ain't on par. Bad Company 2 kind of takes the average story of the bad guys or the Russians or random Spanish crusaders and blah blah blah, and they have a bomb and they're gonna fuck up the US and run, you know, invade us and kill us. You know, the average military story that now everybody loves to put in. Not that it's bad, it's just the first Bad Company actually had an interesting concept with whole stealing gold and keeping it from the military. It was something interesting, but they just went for an average story here, and to be honest, it's pretty boring. The cast of characters are mostly fucking annoying. They do have their moments, and they do make you laugh once in a while, but for the most part, they're just loudmouth, yelling rednecks or nerdy little guys, or, you know, so on. It's just annoying.
And I'm a pacifist! What? Pacifist? How can you be a goddamn pacifist? Yeah, it's bad for my karma, man. Don't mess with karma. I just fly. Max, let it go. Fuck that! That'll fly with me, Space Muffin!
The story is mostly boring and annoying. Bad combination there, Bad Company. And sure, there's a good amount of set pieces and some are pretty cool, but overall the story is just, and sadly you probably won't give a shit if characters die or anything. So the story just needed to be better built or more emotional or something. The graphics for the most part aren't bad, and the explosions and destructible environments are great. However, the actual face models and the design is kind of like, they look like clay models, I guess you can say. They just look weird. They don't look lifelike. They don't try to look lifelike. It's more cartoony than most shooters, and that's their image. I understand. You don't really care. And most of like the big moments don't really look that good because it's a cartoony look compared to the more realistic look of other games. It's not terrible, and some of the effects look great, like I said, but the overall design and raw power just aren't up to par with other shooters out there. The strongest feel on Battlefield, that was not a pun, is obviously the gameplay. What you have here is an average shooting idea, but put into more detail when you go into customizing your weapon, well, gaining new weapons, choosing your class and everything. That's all online. Let me cover the single player. Basically, you're in a crew, and you play as one character throughout the whole thing, and you collect different weapons by taking weapons from the ground of dead, fallen enemies, and you collect them into your arsenal, and then you can pick them when you find an ammo box. And I thought this was really cool because basically you want to pick up almost every weapon the enemy drops. Even if it looks the same, sometimes it's actually a different one. So I thought that was kind of cool. However, the single player is a shooter, and it consists of shooting an enemy in the face. What's really cool is that, say they're hiding behind a wall, well, fuck that wall. Just blow that shit up. You take a rocket, boom, boom, and then the wall's gone. There is no cover in this game. I mean, there is, but you can get rid of it in most cases. So I really like the destruction system. I mean, it's not Red Faction or anything, but it works really well, and it helps, you know, get rid of enemies quicker, because you know you hate when an enemy keeps ducking behind cover and you're waiting until he pops up, then his friend shoots you in the face, and you're like, fuck. You know what I'm saying. So that's basically single player. Go through a single player, shoot, 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 and kill bad guys. The multiplayer is basically the same, except you get to pick different classes like medic, engineer, and of course assault, and so on. So that's pretty cool, and you do rank up, so I know a lot of people love that. It gives you like the Call of Duty feel, or if you played other shooters, you get basically rank up, gain new weapons, and so on. So you get the idea, and there is more playability in the end. You get what I'm saying? You get to go online, you got the whole single player. So there's a lot to give you in terms of gameplay, and if you like this gameplay, it's going to work really well for you. So the gameplay is easily the strongest section of Battlefield. I would say the only problems is that your AI team is the worst fucking AI team ever. Not to mention that if they do somehow shoot an enemy, it doesn't kill them, it stuns them. Don't ask me what fucking designer made that happen. And I feel most of the vehicles kind of suck. I mean, some are overpowered and they will be used on multiplayer and destroy the shit out of you. but some of them feel very clunky and crappy to use, and they just need to fix that. That was always one of Battlefield's smaller problems, because most people just run and gun or use their team, don't really use a vehicle, so you don't have to worry too much. But if you want to use a vehicle and have fun with it, that's not really going to happen in Battlefield. So those are my only 2 problems with the gameplay. So the good things about the enjoyment is the game is anywhere from 5 to 8 hours in single player, longer than most shooters in these days, and you got the online where you can rank up and get all your shit, and then you got new weapons to unlock and everything, and that's gonna keep you coming for a while, and you're gonna enjoy that. However, my personal opinion on this game is that it fails to capture anything from me. It is a dull game. It is boring. It is not very fun to fucking play. I don't know how many ways I can put it. I play too many shooters, maybe. Or maybe year after year, they throw the same fucking military shooters at us, and year after year, they feel the same with little tweaks, and year after year, people eat that shit up like it's brand new. I don't know what it is, but overall, this is just another fucking shooter. I know that some people are gonna love this game. You know, Battlefield fans love it. And guess what, guys? Ignore my score then. This game is amazing to you. However, everybody else that's sick and tired of the same shit, you know, playing PC games since fucking 1999 or whatever, knows what I'm feeling, that it's the same old shit. This is a boring game. The set pieces, like I said, are good, but they get boring. They're nothing to compare to other games out there that try set pieces like Uncharted. It just is overall not very fun single player, and the multiplayer is the same thing. No matter how well you work as a team, it is a shooter, and it gets dull pretty quick if you played shooters throughout your entire gaming career. So overall, this is just another shooter. I can't recommend buying it, to be honest. I mean, if you're a Battlefield fan, by all means, go buy it. But anybody else that's sick of shooters, just wait until the next big game comes out. This is not worth your $60.